welcome back to Superbly Said Advanced English Vocabulary and Phrases.
Today, we're revisiting some key phrases from SpeakDuo Lesson 1134, which was titled, "You're more stressed than ever, let's change that."
And these are terms that are absolutely essential for advanced English learners. Just a quick reminder, you can always visit SpeakDuo.com to meet new people from around the world and practice your English speaking on video calls.
Right, so let's get into it. The first phrase on our list is double-edged sword.
Yeah, a great one. So the core meaning is, something that has both a huge potential benefit.
But also a really significant risk or a major negative consequence attached to it?
Exactly. Now, you might think, why not just say mixed blessing?
And that's a great question, because the nuance is crucial. A mixed blessing usually implies that the good part, generally outweighs the bad.
Sure, like a small inconvenience for a big gain.
Right. But a double-edged sword suggests that the two outcomes are both massive. The good is great, but the bad is potentially catastrophic. They're on a similar scale.
That's a perfect distinction. A great work example would be AI, right? The rapid development of AI is a total double-edged sword. It offers this incredible progress, but at the same time, it risks massive job loss. Two huge opposing forces.
And for something like an IELTS speaking question, you could use it to talk about your career.
Oh, definitely.
Someone might ask if working overtime for a promotion is a good idea. You could say, yes, but it's a double-edged sword, because you gain money, but you risk your health and free time.
Perfect. Okay, let's move on to our next one, life force.
I like this one. It sounds so vital.
It is. It's that essential energy or power that gives someone the ability to live and be active.
But how is that different from just, say, energy or stamina?
Well, that's the key. Stamina is usually physical. You run a marathon, you lose stamina, you rest, you get it back.
Right.
But life force is often drained by non-physical things. Think about chronic stress or emotional tasks.
I see. So it's a deeper kind of energy.
Exactly. Like in the sentence, chronic worry and lack of sleep slowly claim a person's life force. It leaves them not just tired, but unmotivated.
Right. That makes so much sense. I think a great professional example is dealing with red tape.
Oh, for sure.
You could easily say, dealing with too much bureaucracy and paperwork just drains my life force. It communicates a really deep level of exhaustion.
It really does. Okay, next up is a more scientific term, homeostasis.
And let's get the pronunciation right. It's homeostasis.
Yes, homeostasis. It basically means a state where your body or your mind is in balance, a stable internal condition.
So why not just say balance or calm? Is this just a fancy way of saying that?
Not quite. And this is the advanced distinction. Balance is the state. Homeostasis is the active process of the system regulating itself to maintain that balance.
Ah, so it's the doing, not just the being.
Exactly. The body is constantly working to achieve it. Think about the scientific example. To maintain homeostasis, the human body sweats to cool down when it gets too hot. Sweating is the active process.
I get it. So you can apply that to your mental state, too.
Absolutely. If someone asks how you unwind, you could say, a quiet walk in nature is the best way to restore my mental homeostasis after a chaotic day.
You're not just relaxing, you're actively rebalancing your internal system. That's a very powerful way to put it.
Okay, let's jump to a phrase many people have heard of, fight or flight.
Right. This is the body's automatic, sort of primitive reaction to stress. It prepares you to either confront a threat or, well, run away.
The common mistake is to confuse this with just making a quick decision.
Yeah, it's not a calculated choice. The fight or flight response is an involuntary physiological thing. It's the sympathetic nervous system kicking in, the adrenaline rush.
It's visceral, so you'd use it to describe that immediate physical feeling, like, when the boss started yelling, I felt my fight or flight response activate immediately.
And you can use it to describe your work style, too. When facing a sudden work problem, I usually lean toward fight. I try to solve it immediately.
It shows you have an instinctual, rapid reaction. Okay, let's talk about super sharp.
A great descriptive phrase. It means extremely keen, clear, or sensitive.
And it's important to distinguish it from words like clever or diligent.
Right. Clever is about ingenuity. Diligent is about being hardworking. Super sharp is about the intense level of clarity or perception.
Like the example of a bird's senses. The bird of prey's eyesight is super sharp, allowing it to spot small animals from high in the air.
It's about that superior performance. Intellectually, you could say, solving difficult logic puzzles makes my memory feel super sharp.
It implies your mind is working at its absolute peak clarity. Next, let's discuss total shift.
Okay. So the core meaning is a complete, entire change in focus, priority, or activity.
And the key word there is total. This isn't just an adjustment or a minor change.
No. A total shift implies 100% change in direction. You're throwing out the old plan and starting something completely new.
In a business context, you might hear something like, the CEO ordered a total shift in the company's marketing strategy after reviewing the sales data.
Meaning they scrapped everything and started over. It's a huge deal.
Exactly. And personally, if you were talking about your career history, you could say, yes, I made a total shift from engineering to marketing early in my career. It signals a really fundamental change.
Okay, now for the opposite of fight or flight.
Yes, rest and digest.
This is that state where the body conserves energy, heals itself, and restores all its normal functions.
And it's really important to see this as more than just napping or watching TV.
Definitely. This is a specific, deep physiological state. It's when your parasympathetic nervous system is active, allowing for actual repair and digestion.
It's a biological state of recovery. A great example in a work setting would be after a huge project is finished.
Right.
After the big presentation was over, the team finally entered rest and digest mode and went out for a relaxing dinner.
They're finally letting their bodies and minds truly recover. And you can talk about how you achieve that state yourself.
Sure. Lying down quietly and listening to calm music helps me activate rest and digest after a stressful day.
It shows you understand deep restorative calm.
Excellent. Okay, last one before the quiz. To take the edge off.
I love this idiom. It means to slightly reduce the intensity or sharpness of something, like stress or anxiety.
And the nuance here is that it does not mean you eliminate the problem.
No, not at all. Resolving a conflict is one thing. Taking the edge off just implies a mild reduction. It makes a sharp feeling a little bit duller, more manageable. Like in the example, a short break and a cup of herbal tea can often take the edge off intense anxiety before a presentation.
Exactly. The anxiety is still there, you haven't solved it, but it's less sharp.
And in a practical sense, you could say, I make a list of my top 3 priorities on Sunday night to take the edge off the Monday morning pressure.
You're just blunting the initial shock of the work week. It's a great practical phrase.
Okay, I think we've covered the nuances pretty well. Are you ready for a quiz?
Let's do it. It's time for the SpeakDuo Advanced Vocabulary Quiz. We're looking for the definition that best captures the specific meaning we've been discussing.
All right. Question 1 is about double-edged sword.
So, do you think working overtime for a promotion is a double-edged sword? What does double-edged sword mean? Is it option A, a situation where the risks are clear but the benefits are uncertain? Option B, something that has both a great potential benefit, like a promotion, and a negative consequence, like risking your health? Or option C, a problem that requires 2 very different solutions? Feel free to pause here if you need a moment to think.
The correct answer is option B. A double-edged sword is all about that balance between a big potential benefit and an equally significant negative consequence.
Exactly. Okay, question 2. This one is about life force. What non-physical thing drains your life force the fastest? What is the best definition for life force? Is it option A, an imaginary feeling for daydreaming? Option B, the vital energy or power needed to live, be active, and feel motivated? Or option C, a short burst of emotional energy during excitement or terror?
Take a second if you need it.
The correct answer is B. Remember, life force is that deep, vital energy for motivation, the kind that can be drained by things like bureaucracy or chronic worry.
Perfect. Let's move on to question 3, about homeostasis.
What routine helps you restore your mental homeostasis? What is homeostasis? Option A, a state of intense mental activity for problem solving. Option B, the process of increasing heart rate for a threat. Or option C, a state where the body or mind is in balance or a stable internal condition.
Think about that idea of active regulation.
The correct answer is option C,
Homeostasis is that state of internal balance, and as we discussed, it's maintained through an active process, like a quiet walk restoring your mental equilibrium.
Excellent. Question 4 is on fight or flight.
Do you usually lean toward fight or flight when facing a sudden work problem? And what is the fight or flight response? Is it option A, the body's automatic, primitive reaction to acute stress? Option B, a conscious decision-making process for prioritizing tasks? Or option C, a prolonged state of calm reflection?
Pause here if you need to think about the difference between instinct and choice.
The answer is A. The fight or flight response is that automatic, primitive, physiological reaction to a threat. It's not a calculated decision.
Right. On to question 5, super sharp.
What non-physical activity makes your memory feel super sharp? And what does super sharp describe? Option A, a dull routine chore. Option B, an activity, like solving logic puzzles, that makes memory feel extremely keen, clear, or sensitive. Or option C, a meditative state for removing mental stimuli.
Take a moment.
The correct answer is B. Super sharp describes that intense level of clarity and keenness, like how your mind feels after a challenging puzzle.
Exactly. Question 6 is about making a total shift.
Have you ever had to make a total shift in your professional goals? What does a total shift imply? Is it option A, completely rejecting professional responsibilities for hobbies? Option B, a complete and entire change in focus, like changing careers? Or option C, a slow, incremental adjustment of minor goals?
Think about the magnitude of the change.
The correct answer is B. A total shift means a 100% complete change in direction, not a small adjustment.
Great. 2 more to go. Question 7 is on rest and digest.
What activity best helps your body activate the rest and digest response? What is the rest and digest response? Is it option A, an intense physical workout? Option B, engaging in highly stimulating activities like video games? Or option C, lying down quietly and listening to calm music, which conserves energy?
You can pause here if you need to.
The correct answer is C. The rest and digest response is that deep physiological state of recovery that conserves energy and allows the body to heal.
And our final question, number 8, is on the phrase to take the edge off.
What simple ritual do you use to take the edge off the start of a busy work week? What does take the edge off mean? Option A, to increase the intensity of a challenge. Option B, to completely eliminate anxiety. Or option C, to slightly reduce the intensity, severity, or sharpness of something.
Last chance to pause and think.
And the correct answer is C. Remember, to take the edge off is about making a sharp feeling a little bit duller, providing some relief but not getting rid of the problem entirely.
And that's the quiz. We've covered 8 fantastic phrases today.
We have. From the stressors like fight or flight in life force to recovery tools like homeostasis and rest and digest. And finally, those terms of magnitude, super sharp and total shift.
The real goal here is to see how they connect, to use them together to tell a more nuanced story about dealing with the pressures of modern life.
Absolutely. And you can keep practicing these advanced terms at SpeakDuo.com.
We hope you'll join us next time for another critique to help you strengthen your skills.